Good morning, class 4. Welcome to the online class. Now, before starting the class, tell me whether you have any type of doubt in PT2. In PT2, any of the chapter or any of the question that you have not understood. We have already completed PT2 syllabus, isn't it? So, anything is left in PT2. Anything is left in PT2. Quickly write in the chat box. Yes, nothing is left. You are saying no, ma'am, that means nothing is left in the syllabus. Now, anything that you have not understood, any part or any question that you have not understood from Math Magic, anything is there. For composite maths, fractions are left, isn't it? That we will do in the offline class, but for Math Magic, anything is there. Write down if anything is left. Okay, that means for PT2 nothing is left for Math Magic, only in composite maths fractions are left. Okay, so that fractions we will do it in the offline class, and today we will start the new chapter for term 2. For term 2, today we will start the new chapter, that is chapter number 11, tables and shares. So this is my request to everyone, kindly open page number 120. Page number 120, chapter number 11, tables and shares. And everyone write today's date in the book. Everyone write today's date in the book. Okay, chapter number 10 is not in your syllabus. You can do it at home of your own, but it is not in the syllabus. Okay, we have chapter number 11, tables and shares. So I think you all have opened the book. Okay, I'm going to read the book, you just go through it. See, chapter number 10, you can do it of your own at home, okay, because it is very easy chapter and it is related to patterns, then it is related to some number tower, some magic numbers, like this it is related. You can do it of your own at home, okay. Some rangoli designs are also given, then some numbers given which you can frame, like this many things are given, you can do it of your own. It is very easy, okay, but it will not come in the exam because it is skipped down from the or omitted from term 2. Clear? Now come to chapter number 11, tables and shares. See, Shama's garden. Now there is a girl named Shama, and about her garden it is written here. Shama has planted sunflower, rose and marigold plants in her garden. She has planted them in 3 flower beds. Her garden looks like this. Now Shama, she has planted sunflower, rose and marigold. These 3 types of flower plants she has planted in her garden. You can see in the picture, the first one it is the sunflower, the second one is the rose and the third one is the marigold, isn't it? And in all the plants there are 18 plants. See what she is saying. See how I planted 18 plants in each flower bed. Now she is saying that I have planted 18 plants in each flower bed. That means total there are 18 flowers for 18 sunflowers, 18 rose and 18 marigold plants. Okay, so there are 18 plants for this. Now each flower bed has a different arrangement. Yes, you can see that each flower bed they have arranged in different ways, isn't it? See how the roses are planted. The middle one is the rose. See how it is planted. It is written that 18 is equals to 6 into 3. So there are 6 rows with 3 plants each. That means first they have written number of rows. Number of rows. So there are 6 rows. isn't it? And with 3 plants, and in one row there are 3 rows plant. Actually there are 6 rows, and in one row there are 3 rows plants. Okay, now see the next one. What are the ways in which the sunflower and marigold are planted? Now you have to find it out. For sunflower and for marigold, what is the arrangement? Okay, so first one you write for sunflower. The first one you write for sunflower. 18 is equals to dash into dash. So there are dash rows with dash plants each. Quickly write for sunflower. Everyone write the answer in the chat box. Everyone write the answer in the chat box for the first one, that is sunflower. First it will be number of rows, and second it will be number of plants. First it will be number of rows, then it will be for number of plants. This is page 120, and first one, it is, you are writing for sunflower, isn't it? So 18 is equals to dash into dash. What you will write? What you will write? Is it 1 into 18 or 18 into 1? 1 into 18 or 18 into 1? Just look to the first one, what it is. First, number of rows. So for sunflower, how many rows are there? There is only one row, and in one row there are 18 plants. So it will be 1 into 18, not 18 into 1. It will be 1 into 18. So there are, the next it is written, so there are dash rows. How many rows? 1 rows. So there are 1 rows with 18 plants each. With 18 plants each. Okay. Next one is for the marigold. Next one is for marigold. Now write properly for marigold. First, number of rows. How many rows are there for marigold plant? Exactly, it is 2. And in 2, each row has 9 plants. So you will write 2 into 9. 2 into 9. Okay. So don't forget to write first number of rows and then plants in each row. Okay. Always remember, first one is number of rows. So you will write, so there are 2 rows with 9 plants each. 2 rows with 9 plants each. Two rows with 9 plants each. Written. Yes. You all are giving the correct answer. It is okay. So this way you will write the multiplication. As you know, multiplication is same. That means if you are writing 2 into 9, it is also 18, as well as 9 into 2, it is also 18. But in this case, since it is mentioned that first you will write number of rows and then you will write in one row how many plants are there. Okay, so you have to follow this sequence. Otherwise you can write 2 into 9 as well as 9 into 2. Both are 18. Clear? Both are 18. Okay, now come to the next one. You too can make your own garden. Now, here it is told to make your own garden. Draw a garden showing flower beds with 48 plants. Each row should have the same number of plants. Now, here it is told to that you have to make your own garden flower bed, and you have to make your own garden, and in your garden the flower beds will have 48 plants, and each row should have the same number of plants. Now can you tell me what will be the answer? Can you tell me what will be the answer? 8 into 6 is 48. Next, what more can you write? Others also try. Twelve into 4. Then 24 into 2, 8 into 6, and 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 48 into 1, and what more can you write? What more can you write? Exactly, 16 into 3. 16 into 3. See, for 48, what are the possibilities? For 48, what are the possibilities? See, first is 8 into 6, isn't it? 8 rows, and in one row there are 6 plants. So 8 6 are 48. Then it will be 24 into 2, as we have written. 24 into 2, that means 24 rows and 2 plants in each, or you can write 2 into 24, 2 rows with 24 plants each. Then 14 into what you have written? 41 into 1. Sorry, you have written 16 into 3. 16 into 3. 16 into 3. 16, that means 16 rows and 3 plants in each. Then 1 into 48. 1 row and 14 plants. Isn't it? 1 row and 14 plants. Then you can write 12 into 4. 12 rows, and in one row there are 4 plants. 12 rows, and in one row there are 4 plants, isn't it? So these are the possibilities for 48. You can do the vice versa. That means you can write 8 into 6 or 6 into 8. So in that case, 6 rows with 8 plants in one row. Here you can write 24 into 2. That means 24 rows, and in one row there are 2 plants. This also you can convert 3 into 16. That means 3 rows, and in one row there are 16 plants. And this one 48 into 1. That means 48 rows, and in one row there are only 1 plant. 4 into 12. That means 4 rows and 12 plants in each row. Okay, so this way you can convert it also. So these are some possibilities for 48. So for 48 plants, these are the possibilities, or this way you can arrange the flower bed. Okay, now come to the next page, that is 121. Page 121. Jars in the shelf. Jars in the shelf. See, Bhima made a shelf for 30 jars. This is a long shelf with 2 rows. Each row has the same number of jars. Now Bhima, he has made or he has arranged 30 jars in 2 shelves. Okay, in 2 rows, not 2 shelves, in 2 rows. In 2 rows he has kept 30 jars. That means in one row there are 15 jars, isn't it? That's why 2 into 15 is 30. So it is told that, can you think of other ways to make a shelf to keep 30 jars? Yes, can you? Can you think? Yes, you can break 30 in other ways also, isn't it? You can break 30 in other ways also. Now see, draw a shelf, show how many jars you will keep in each row and how many rows are there. Now you have to draw a shelf so that you can keep the jars in such a way that all the 30 jars should accompany or should accustom in the shelf. Okay, that means you have to break the 30 and then you have to make the jars, make the shelves, isn't it? So what can you write for 30? What can you write for 30? This is 121. See, for 30, first of all, 6 into 5, isn't it? 6 5 is 30 or 5 6 is 30. Then you can write 15 into 2. It is already given in the book. There are 2 shelves, there are 2 rows, and in one row there are 15 jars, isn't it? Then you can write 3 into 10. That means there are 3 rows, and in one row there are 10 jars. In one row there are 10 jars, isn't it? Then you can write 1 into 30. One row with 30 jars means in the one row all the 30 jars are kept, isn't it? Now any more can you write? Can you write any more? Can you write any more? 15 into 2, 6 into 5, 30 into 1. Then 20 divided by 10. Shubham, it is wrong. 20 divided by 10 is 2, not 3. What more can you write? See, only you can write this 4. For 30 you can write only this 4. Okay, that means you can change also. 6 into 5 you can change 5 into 6, then 15 into 2 you can change is 2 into 15, then 3 into 10 you can change 10 into 3, and 1 into 30 you can change 30 into 1. That means the first one denotes number of rows and the second one denotes number of plants in each row. Number of plants in each row. Okay, so these are the some possibilities which you can arrange 30 jars in shelves. Okay, and it is told that you have to draw So this all things you will write in the copy, not in the book, in the copy. And here it is given, draw a shelf. No need to draw that shelf, but you will write this possibilities, all the possibilities you will write it down in the copy. Okay, so today's homework, practice this once again, and whatever we have done today, everything should be in your copy. Okay, everything should be in your copy. From next class we will start easy tricks. Next class we will start easy tricks. Okay, the next topic. So today up to this only. Today up to this, and goodbye all of you.